everybody, Josh here. Toys for Games Cast. Episode... I don't know. Crash Bandicoot?
Episode E3 special.
Episode E3 special part 1?
Pre-E3 special?
Well, no, because E3 officially started yesterday. Sunday.
So they always say day 1 tomorrow.
Day 2? Or day...
This is our first podcast
half.
from E3.
Yes. 2016.
2016.
First
Los
podcast.
Angeles, California.
Yes.
We're here to talk about Crash Bandicoot. For those that don't know, I'm one of your hosts, Josh Brown. I am joined, as always, by the man behind the technology, Jason Greer.
Yes. How are we doing tonight?
Fantastic. We've been periscoping. We've been toy hunting.
Been eating McDonald's.
Yeah, we've been celebrating a great conference by Sony Entertainment.
Got over my sickness. So
Yeah?
so far so good.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's
Yeah.
about time.
Solid.
That was a bad way to start.
A solid, or should we say, not so solid 24 hours.
Solid now. Doing good. Joining us tonight, as you can see, is the adorable, ever so lovely Matt Sonnenberg, a.k.a. SCLMatt.com.
Now we should say, as you can see, because we're testing out a video podcast
Duh,
tonight.
duh, duh.
Yeah, so.
It's crazy. This
Yeah.
may go horribly bad, and all the audio is going to sound really weird because it's meant to match up with a video.
And we're here in person,
We're here, live in person,
which is odd.
all three of us together, doing a podcast for the first time together.
Yeah.
Very true.
Not counting the panel that we did,
Right.
which turned into a podcast.
Right.
That doesn't count.
No.
This is our podcast.
Right.
This is all professionalism and out the window. Matt said he's never been on a professional podcast
That
before.
kind of hurt.
It did, not gonna lie, but I mean, why should we start now?
Very true.
I mean, we're not gonna start for his sake.
Nope.
Not at all.
Not one bit.
It's been a good day. It's been a good day for Skylanders fans out
Absolutely.
there. Actually, you know what? Let's save the Skylanders talk real quick. We're not gonna talk about amiibo. Not gonna talk about Disney Infinity. R.I.P. We are gonna talk about Lego Dimensions.
Are we?
Yes,
Okay.
because we saw a banner today.
That's true.
We went to go pick up our press passes.
We did.
At E3.
We did.
That had a spoiler.
We did.
Minor spoiler.
You know what the best part about the video is?
What's that?
I can go, as you can see here, which I don't know where I'm going to put it. Somewhere.
Right here on Matt's
Here.
face.
But
We saw a banner
we did.
that had confirmation of something that we assumed.
Well, we heard, too.
What
From
we
a
heard
tweet. From a producer.
about one thing,
Yes.
not the full thing.
Right.
The other thing was more of assumptions.
Yes.
But we got confirmation
Yes.
that, I mean, we knew Lego City Undercover
Right.
was coming to Lego Dimensions.
I said that
You're-
the character was coming. That was confirmed today.
Right,
Too.
but we assumed he would probably have that flying vehicle, which
Correct.
we saw like a little minor
Sure.
picture of in that Facebook
And a
image.
promotional banner.
Right.
Yes.
On the Facebook page.
Mm.
Yes, but it wasn't quite clear what it was. Now we know. It was on a banner. It's official. Did we learn anything else from those banners? Other than they look rad.
Not really, but we learned, hints towards some stuff, maybe.
Yeah. Possibly.
Yeah.
How much would you pay for one of those?
A lot
Yeah.
Just to hang in your house?
would be sweet.
Which one would you want?
Which, I don't know.
Voldemort.
Speaking of paying stuff, I don't know if we said this. Oh, no.
We don't say his name on this podcast.
That's right.
I do.
Come on. Have you ever watched Harry Potter before?
Get with the times, man.
Fear of the name only increases the fear of the thing itself.
Jeez, listen to this guy.
I'm not going to say your name anymore.
I will say, paying stuff, I have an open bank account for a 12-inch Disney Infinity prototype. Doesn't have to be working. If you're in possession of one or know someone that has one, let me know your method of payment. I'll write a blank check.
PayPal works.
Yes. I don't know what Bitcoin is, but that sounds good too.
I'm sure there's a conversion thing
yeah.
you could do somehow.
But no, so we walked through there,
Mhm.
look at the banners. Is that everything? We took
Probably
pictures of
shouldn't
them.
have been walking through there.
No, we can walk through there.
We walked through it like we owned the place.
That's
It was
right.
debatable.
Yeah.
Um,
Nobody stopped us.
Right.
We didn't get arrested.
Which,
I mean,
it's all in the face.
right. We gotta save our legal fund for the
But-
amiibo glass.
That's right. But
All
we're
of that.
got a confirmation that Chase McCain,
Mhm.
who is the main character in Lego City Undercover,
Right.
is
The
coming.
Protagonist, as
Yes,
they say.
the protagonist, as some may say. is going to need to be in LEGO Dimensions.
Yep.
And that includes his police chopper.
Right.
Which is awesome.
Right. Question is, will we get a story pack? Will we get just a play pack?
It's going to be a play pack. Where are you pulling these from? Level pack?
It's been a day. Level pack? Level pack is
you
what I
were
meant.
awful
Not
at these
story
names
pack.
of these things.
Yep.
Level pack, and then...
You've screwed up level pack now. You've always screwed up team pack.
Mm-hmm.
So
what
the
do you-
buddy pack will
Buddy
forever
pack,
be buddy.
yeah.
So what's the other one? The play pack, right?
Fun pack?
The
Fun pack. See, that's not out of the realm of possibility. Play and fun,
No.
synonyms.
No.
Yeah, 100%. Anyway, we have no idea.
I play all the time and don't have fun.
But
Yeah.
You have fun 24/7.
Some gym class games are not very
You got a
fun.
Happy Meal.
I did.
That looked fun.
I did.
Yeah.
But so Chase McCain, coming to LEGO Dimensions.
Right.
And then it looks like our good guess is that Gizmo and Stripe is going to come in a team pack
Yes.
from Gremlins.
They were featured on the same banner.
And we learned that Howie Mandel is going to be voicing the Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel.
It's going to be voicing Gizmo
Right.
in LEGO Dimensions.
I like
Busting out that money again.
I like it. That was the only banner that had 2 characters on it, right?
All right.
I think it might have been.
Yeah, that I remember.
Have to check the
I mean, you
pictures
could
again.
go
But
through all 17 pictures that you took. Or we could just say it is the only banner that had 2.
Sure.
17 pictures that he didn't take.
Allegedly.
Who took pictures today?
I took pictures and I posted pictures. I don't even care. What are they going to do? Kick me out? I work for Nintendo Inquirer.
On the record. Joshua Brown, Nintendo Inquirer.
So that's what we learned. Obviously, we are planning to learn a lot more tomorrow. We walked by a tent where they had the EA live event going on that was decorated with all the Lego logos on it. As you can see.
In this nice picture
God,
here.
we are horrible at doing this. Outside there is a Wild Style figure made out of Lego bricks. A Ray. And
You just mentioned these are like life-size figures.
Giant.
Yeah.
Huge.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if it's life-size, because if we're talking Wild Style, what's life-size in Wild Style?
Yes, but okay, the Ray figure was like life-size.
Theoretically.
She seems
Never
smaller.
stood next to her. Yeah. She seemed a little short.
Close to life size.
Right. And BB-8, I imagine, would be a little bit bigger than that.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. He was
BB-8's pretty big.
He was short. Relatively. But see, I wouldn't say that...
See, next time we have a video podcast, I'm just going to bring, like, I find some, like, toy bus
whiteboard.
and just wear it on my head.
Give me a whiteboard. A toy bus? That's weird.
For how often you two throw me under the bus.
Hey, buddy. You're the one walking into the street. We're not throwing you.
We
You
love
said
Matt.
you didn't want to be on a professional podcast? Here we are. So I joked on Twitter that obviously Star Wars was confirmed for LEGO Dimensions.
Getting me in trouble.
Not true. Might be true. It's not true yet.
Not till year 3.
Right. So we didn't learn anything from seeing that tent other than it exists.
Should have done defense.
Sure.
But
There was like one security guard. We
I have a badge.
between the 3 of us, like we could have split up.
Somebody could have gotten, yeah.
Definitely. Just poke your head in, see what happens. What else did we learn about LEGO Dimensions today?
The 20.
Oh, we don't have no idea what's going on with those bags
No.
because they did not show up at the EA Live event.
Right. Why I lied about that. I was getting EA Play mixed up with E3 Live.
EA Live, right? Because when you said EA Play, that didn't sound right.
Right.
EA Play was the Battlefield Titanfall thing that we skipped.
We're too important for that.
Right.
So E3 Live is where it's supposed to be.
Right.
I misspoke.
Yeah.
I'm getting confused.
Regardless, it wasn't anywhere.
Because there's no reason EA would have the Lego figures.
Right.
But
Everybody likes Lego figures, though.
sure, why not?
But
Regardless,
hopefully it comes tomorrow. We'll find out.
they didn't show up today. And if they did, nobody told us.
Yeah.
Maybe they did show up.
I
they
looked
just
for
didn't tell
boxes,
us.
though, at E3
You're
Live.
scoping them out. Yeah, nothing.
Mm-mm.
So we're hoping for tomorrow. We'll let you guys know. The hunt is on for sure. We're hoping to swing by the LEGO Dimensions booth, start getting some information about the year 2 waves.
Oh, they also said, too, in the video.
Right. There's a live stream of them playing it on YouTube.com/live.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Is that right?
I don't know what the actual address
No,
was.
it's on Jeff Keighley's channel, which is Games Slice.
Right, Jeff Keighley.
Love you, bro.
You know what's up.
But yeah, so that's recorded and uploaded at Jason Inquires on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. What
So
did
you
they
can
say?
check it out.
What was the key thing that we got?
Well, they showed the 4 battle arena,
Right.
4-player battle arena
Which was
first
cool.
time, which is cool.
They showed the
did
Pillow World in Adventure Time.
Did confirm that it is 4-player local split screen, which is awesome.
4 modes in each battle arena.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
But they said that he thinks, one of the game producers said he's like, I think it's 20 IPs that are coming to LEGO Dimensions Year 2.
Right.
Which is...
We only heard about 16 in the press release. Yeah. They told us 16. And he did say, I think it's 20. Like, he sounded kind of unsure, but I'm pretty sure he had a number in the back of his head.
Right.
He just didn't want to give up too much information. But he said...
It's definitely more than 16.
Because then, Jeff asked, so there's still surprises to come. And he's like, yeah, there's still surprises to come.
As a developer of the game, especially if you're going to be showing it off to a large audience like that, you would think that you would know the basics as of how many
numbers. He knows the numbers.
So
maybe he just doesn't do well with live streams,
That's possible. Yeah.
And again, it seemed like it wasn't pre-planned. They just kind of brought it out.
Right, but still, you don't just ballpark a number like that. Like, that's one of their points that they're hitting home with, like, how great this game is. You don't just guess.
Well, I think it was one of those two you can't remember what they already announced.
That's probably
That's what I mean.
So,
you always forget what PR already approved.
Yeah, but basically, if you're unsure of the number, and like if the number was 16 and he's unsure, I wouldn't round up to 20. You're rounding down to 15.
Right,
yeah.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, if he's saying 20, there's at least 20.
I'd agree.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe he's just really bad at math.
It's a very possible.
Who knows? We don't know.
We don't know.
And we don't really know how they're counting the franchises either. Like, are the Ghostbusters the new Ghostbusters? Does that count as a new franchise?
I think they are counting it.
I think so too, but some people are speculating that it probably doesn't.
Is Harry Potter different from Fantastic Beasts?
Yeah, definitely, because Fantastic Beasts is going to be a fantastic movie series.
I would agree.
Where's the Fantastic Beasts take place?
New York City, USA, USA.
I'm impressed.
Oh, I'm all about
watched
it, man.
a trailer. 2 minutes of his life.
At least a couple times. So ready. Or, like Lego Batman movie. Like, that theoretically could fit into the Lego movie universe. Like, we don't know how they're classifying it. It's PR spin. Hopefully we get some answers here soon. Until then, like, we're hoping for at least a few more franchises added to this thing.
Yeah.
Some surprises. And why haven't they said? What are they holding back on? You'd think there'd be bigger surprises. It's not going to be the equivalent of like, oh yeah, and we also have a team. Crickets. Nothing. Like, it's going to be bigger than what the press release had.
Sure.
Theoretically. So, we'll get that information as soon as we possibly can. When we know something, you guys will know something. Matt probably won't, though. We're not going to tell him.
That's how it goes.
He'll find out from Twitter. Where he gets all the hot scoops. Like Crash Bandicoot coming to Skylanders. That's a thing. That's a real thing.
Let's just be saying, we've now called in the last 2 weeks, a couple weeks, Sonic was coming to LEGO Dimensions.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Nobody believed us with that.
Nope.
Said Crash was coming to Skylanders.
Yep.
Nobody believed us there.
Gremlins.
Gremlins you called. Nobody believed us there.
Amiibo Skylanders cross
You called
functionality.
Skylanders Battlecast.
Yep.
Nobody believed us there.
Right.
So
We know what we're doing.
called Story Pack LEGO Dimensions.
Boom.
Nobody called us there.
Finding Dory.
We're hitting stuff. Oh yeah, Finding Dory. Man, this podcast is hot.
Woo!
Hot.
Stick around, young fella. You might learn something. Sony press conference tonight. They had it at 6 p.m. It was one giant sizzle reel, one game after another. It was phenomenal. We knew Crash was coming. We just didn't know how they were going to fit it in to the conference. Like, it was one game after another, and we sat here and we were like, how are they going to bring Crash into this?
Right. I mean, they came out. They started a show with God of War, not God of War 4.
No.
God of War.
Rebooting.
Right. But they so came with that, and then they had the guy came out and talked about the Orlando situation, and then he kind of introed to the conference.
Yeah.
And then we didn't see anybody again for like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was just trailer after trailer after trailer after, or not even trailer, but video after video after
Right.
video. And then we're like, I'm just gonna randomly just check up Crash in here or what?
Yeah, you can't just.
Well, I mean, the biggest thing for me was like they're all like M-rated games,
hardcore
essentially.
AAA games.
Yeah, I mean, first-person shooter after first-person shooter, and it's like...
And they're all one-upping each other.
Yeah, they just get bigger and bigger and more blood and gore and guns, and it's like... And now we have Skylanders.
Pull an EA and sneak a Mass Effect in there between two sports games.
Or sports games in between other titles, however you want to look at it. No, but what they did, though... was I can't remember his name for the life of me. He's the guy that usually does all the presentations for the Sony press conferences. Last year at E3, he wore a Crash Bandicoot t-shirt, and everybody kind of freaked out, like, yeah, we're getting Crash back? And he's like, just a t-shirt. Just calm down. So he came out on stage, and the backdrop of the stage was all digitalized to look like a nice island scene. Right. And as he comes walking on stage, his shadow was Crash Bandicoot's shadow.
Which before that, though, right when they cut off that, before they even showed it at stage, they started playing the Crash Bandicoot music.
Right.
Which is a good way to do it.
The live orchestra.
Yeah, because you have to start processing it. Like,
right.
Yep.
Is my mind tripping with me?
It's been a while since people have heard the Crash Bandicoot theme, especially played by a live orchestra. So then you see the shadow, and you're like, yep, this is Crash.
I wonder what the orchestra knew. Like, did it say, like, Crash theme? Or it probably said, like, music score 4, you know?
Oh. Yeah, but they had to rehearse that.
Right.
So if any of them knew the theme, I mean, it was obvious.
Because that would be funny if a leak came out from an orchestra.
That would be top notch.
That'd be a new category leak.
The entire
that's
getting close to mac and cheese level.
The entire orchestra had to sign NDAs.
Probably. So he comes out. Crash Bandicoot Shadow is following him. He makes a joke about no T-shirt this year, which was great. I loved it. And then he's like, "We're bringing Crash back. We're bringing back HD remakes of the first 3 Crash Bandicoot games." For the PS4, everybody erupts and cheers. Everybody is super stoked. Boom. Immediately got on everybody's good side because people were worried about Crash coming to Skylanders.
Yes.
People were concerned.
Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, and Crash Bandicoot Warped. Right. All 3 for PlayStation 4, planned for a 2017 release.
Yes.
And they're being rebuilt from the ground up. Is that what they said?
Yes. They're not just putting a nice new code on them. Like, they are rebuilding them.
So. Yeah, I'm feeling it's going to be something closer to, like, the new Ratchet and Clank game that we got, you know. It, more or less the same story. I mean, I think the Crash will probably keep the same story as opposed to the Ratchet and Clank that, you know, took it from a different perspective.
Right. Sure.
But
also, there wasn't much story in the Crash games. Like, let's be honest. Like, Ratchet and Clank game had more story to tell.
Yes.
Crash is more fun and lighthearted. So bringing back those 3 games, people were super excited. They were stoked. That was, boom, that immediately, like, made all of us Skylanders fans feel better about what they were about to do. Because if they just bring out the Skylanders announcement, people immediately lose interest.
And well, I think even if they just would have reversed those 2 announcements, if they would have announced Skylanders and then the remasters, they still wouldn't. It would have been too late.
Nope.
But they nailed it. They announced the remaster first. Like you said, got it on everybody's good side and just touched on Skylanders.
Yeah, and they said, but you'll be able to play Crash before those games in the new Skylanders game, Imaginators, and.
I wasn't gonna say anything and hope you just skipped it that time, but nope.
Can't do it. And they announced that he would be, you know, coming exclusively to PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, via the Skylanders game. They showed a quick trailer, it kind of introducing him to the world of Skylands. And, like, that was it. And then people cheered, and people were okay with it. And then they moved right along.
Yeah. Right.
Perfect, because that audience was not what the Skylanders announcement was made for.
Yep.
At all.
Yeah, it was more or less the perfect platform for it, because they needed to get that. They wanted to get that Crash announcement out there.
Right.
To that audience in particular.
Because they were excited about that.
But they also wanted to touch on the Skylanders because this is the beginning of Crash coming back. Because if they announced the remasters but didn't announce the Skylanders connection, and then we hit October and Crash comes out, they're all going to be confused again.
Right.
So
they're like, "Was this the game you guys were talking about?" So, you know, and it can start off with, like, we've been working closely with Activision on bringing it back, and people are like, remasters, yeah, Skylanders, sure, okay, whatever. So then afterwards, of course, then everything, the floodgates open, and we got all the information we could possibly want or need at this time. Jason, what do we know so far?
Slowly trickled out in the weirdest of ways.
Yes,
but
you guys were working like crazy. I was sitting back watching the rest of the conference. Once you guys put out all the information, and I came back and cherry picked,
copy and paste, and
well, I give you a shout out on the site. I got you that Toys for Games bump. Don't worry.
Aw, thanks.
No problem.
So
what do we know?
Yeah. So again, we'll just read from the press release here. It says Activision is paying homage to the beloved 90s video game star in fun new ways with Skylanders Imaginators. No Crash game would be complete without the ability to jump on TNT crates to blow them up or collect a bazooka crate to get a rocket launcher. From his edginess to his trademark wackiness, Crash is featured with a full move set, and an upgrade path based around his signature spin attack, as well as callbacks to his beloved past, including moves that incorporate exploding crates with 3, 2, 1 countdowns, Wumpa Fruit, jetpack attacks from high in the air, and more. Crash and Skylanders Imaginators, famed voice actor Jess Harnell reprises his role as Crash, further ensuring Skylanders Imaginators stays true to the Crash Bandicoot that fans have come to know and love. In addition to that, fans can pre-order the Skylanders Imaginators starter pack featuring Crash Bandicoot now at select retailer destinations for the suggested retail price of $19.99 in North America.
$99.99.
What did I say? 19? 999 plan. $99.99.
$99.99. $19.99 will not get you the starter.
No, not $99.99.
It'll be a nice down payment on it, but that's about it.
Maybe we'll get a Best Buy price mistake again.
Whoa.
The Skylanders Imaginary Crash Edition includes Crash Bandicoot as a playable toy, standard starter pack character, a creation crystal, portal power, the full AAA game, and more. And that's available exclusively on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4.
Right. However, while it is only available in the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 starter packs, he is compatible with all versions of the game.
Sure.
Correct.
So, we would assume...
We know. It has been stated in a couple official places now that it is going to be in the PS3 and PS4 starter packs at launch, which leads us to assume that he will be released in a single pack later.
Right.
Unless they come up with some weird, wacky idea, or they're still hiding something from us. If there's another guest character, who knows? But
speculate.
Yeah, that's pure speculation at this point. But yeah, they're looking for a single pack down the road sometime, just like we got with DK and Bowser last year.
Right.
They come out of the starter packs eventually. But yeah, the good news with Crash this year is he will be playable on all consoles.
Which we could not say about DK and Bowser last year. They were exclusive to the Nintendo platforms.
And still are exclusive to Nintendo platforms.
And will continue to be going forward.
Yes.
So, but Crash, throw him around anywhere you want.
Yeah.
The guy just moves all over the place.
But see, it's good, because some people are complaining, people were complaining before about Bowser and Donkey Kong being exclusive to that platform, that's it.
Yeah.
So now they decided, okay, we'll let everybody on it, but they'll still want to tie it to the PlayStation. People are still complaining.
Yep.
Well, then why is this? Geez, they didn't have to.
Business decision.
Would you rather them lock it down to the PlayStation system?
Right.
So you should be happy.
Think of it as the Boba Fett of the Disney Infinity 3.0.
Right. Well, I'm even saying even if it didn't release outside the PlayStation starter pack.
Yeah.
I'm saying you should still be happy.
But that's how people should look at it.
Right.
Is Boba Fett was exclusive to the PS4 bundle. Eventually he became available as a single figure.
Freaking 6
but
months
even
later.
if you had bought that, like if you had another version of the game, you could have used Boba Fett in any version that you had.
Right.
So it's a bonus to PlayStation fans and PlayStation owners, which I think is totally fair of Activision to do with Sony.
I mean, it's like they give early DLC access to PlayStation owners or Xbox owners or whatever it is, and like we've said from the beginning, Skylanders, when it comes down to it, they're physical DLC.
Yep.
It's physical DLC. That's all it is. You get a figure along with it. So this is just early access for PlayStation owners. But at the same time, you don't even have to be a PlayStation owner to buy it and get it.
Yeah.
That limitation is actually not there.
Sure.
It's just...
I mean, buy the starter pack, take Crash out, and then sell the rest to GameStop. if you really want them that bad,
sure.
you have options.
eBay that junk.
Or wait, or, the real Crash fans probably own PlayStation 4 anyway.
Right.
So, if you don't have a PS4, what are you doing wanting Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah, I mean,
just saying.
If you're going to pick up the remaster, you have a PS4.
So let's talk about, too, all the hate about how, they're going to make him look stupid.
Yeah. Not one person has said, oh, he looks stupid.
Yeah, not a single person anywhere.
You know why? Because he looks good.
He looks just as you
They did well
expect.
by Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
They updated him, but they kept everything that made Crash Bandicoot.
Sure.
100%. You look at that thing, there is no mistaking that is Crash.
Absolutely.
So, good job. We're happy.
Nothing leaked
at all, which is surprising.
It's very surprising.
Made today even better.
There were pictures out there that didn't get out there, and trailers, and like all kinds of stuff.
So, now let's take a look at our imaginary Twitter Games leak whiteboard here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So we have U.S.
Yep.
We have Mexico.
Yep.
We have, I'm sure, places in Europe somewhere multiple times.
Yep.
We have South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
We have China from Disney Infinity. Remember China?
Yep. Oh,
Disney Infinity
that
3.0?
night you called me.
Yep.
Yep.
That's right. And then
that made you take the images down.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then now we have Singapore. So Twitter Games leaks coming all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm probably forgetting other places, but
probably. Shout out to all those other places.
It's a good stuff. South America though. South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Still our favorite.
Number one. So let's talk a little bit about Crash in Skylanders. What element is Crash Bandicoot?
He is, let me back up a second. Singapore, 2 retailers had a leak of that for a time for people who don't understand the context of that. Well, Singapore, so.
Yeah. People listening or watching this understand.
I'm just saying, we have to be welcoming to new listeners.
Hi, new listeners.
So, anyways, he is a life element, a brawler class.
Battle class.
Yes. Life brawler.
Fisticuffs.
Brawlin' life.
Right. Which I had thought about, that we were talking about, brawler made sense.
Yeah.
But then we saw the class of the
Bazooker.
The Bazooker class.
Our favorite class now.
And then we realized that Crash at one point uses a Wumpa Fruit bazooka in his games. Yep. So we're like, well, why else would they make a Bazooker class if Crash is going to have a Wumpa Fruit bazooka? Turns out you could actually get one in-game and use it, but it totally makes sense for him to be a brawler. Yep. 100%.
And I think they're sticking with what I guess life makes the most sense with him though too.
Yeah.
But it's kind of I feel like life is like the boring Skylanders as far as
animals.
Yeah, it's like they're just there. You
know,
there's no huge characteristics to them.
Yeah, I mean, what else would he be? I mean, I can't think of anything else he would really fit into. Nothing really.
The dark side.
Yeah, he's pretty normal when it comes to Skylanders and elemental heroes.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't he run through a jungle sometimes?
All the time.
Yeah. So I mean, that's
his thing.
That's like
he likes beaches,
plants.
He likes jungles,
that's life.
And likes fruit.
Sometimes he gets stuck in industrial plants. He loves fruit.
Yeah, and some of the other life characters have fruit weapons, fruit-based weapons.
Right. Gameplay looks phenomenal of him. Like, he has all of his classic attacks, like Jason said. Fantastic. He's going to be a really fun character to play as. The figure itself looks great. Like, the design of it, like, he looks... Which is weird, because it immediately, like I said, you notice him as being Crash Bandicoot. But it doesn't look like it's out of the realm of him being a Skylander.
Not at all.
Like, it fits perfectly.
Right. That's what people said it wasn't going to fit. I'm like, what are you talking about? He looks...
He's born to be a Skylander.
He was born to be a Skylander.
I think people automatically assume, like, the dragons and Spyro and and the weird characters, but, like...
I mean, like you said, it came... Skylanders came from Spyro.
Right.
Which, in my head, growing up, it was the 90s cartoon games, 90s animated games, where Spyro and Crash, those are the two big ones back in the day.
Right.
They were the video games that had commercials on TV.
Yeah.
Not everyone did that back then, but I think they were animated, so they put them on during kids stuff too. So it's
right.
Now, I will say, this ties us into Jason's favorite part of the podcast, which I think we need a sponsor for. and that is the Skylanders backstory.
I think we just read a backstory one a week until the launch of.
I think that's totally fine.
Yep.
So this is how I imagine this going down after reading this bio.
Yeah.
This is CEO of Activision or Skylanders or whoever comes down. It's like, hey Jack, yeah, hey Crash is coming, need to write a backstory. Excuse me, what? Yeah. Crash is coming, make it work.
Bandicoot?
Yeah. Okay, I'll give it my shot, boss. So, this is what we got. This is the official backstory. So
official. This is not fanfic.
Here we go.
That's a different website.
Yeah. A I can't even take it already. A wormhole has opened in Skyland, and the great Aku Aku appears. He has come to announce the once in 2 decades
Set like a 4th decade.
Synchronization celebration, a time when all the worlds align perfectly. All the inhabitants of Wumpa Island are having a party, and they want to invite the Skylanders. But with Chaos on a quest to take over Skylands using his army of Doomlanders, the Skylanders must focus on stopping his evil plans. Never one to shy away from danger, the legendary marsupial Crash Bandicoot leaps through the wormhole to join the Skylanders in the ultimate battle against Chaos. So now, is this Skylanders canon, or is this Skylanders and Crash Bandicoot canon?
Oh, it's totally 100% both.
Yeah. You see, because the line I find interesting is that he was going through the wormhole to invite the Skylanders, which means he had knowledge of the Skylanders.
Right. Oh yeah.
So that really
there's some deep information on that.
Their worlds in a real way.
So I would say now, if you are one of these people who loved Crash, you've now officially loved Skylanders.
Oh yeah, you have to.
You have to.
Crash is a fan of the Skylanders.
So
if you're a fan of Crash, you have to be a fan of the Skylanders.
So otherwise, if you're not a fan of Skylanders,
inviting them to a party. If you wanted to party, with food fight.
If you don't like Skylanders, then you don't even like Crash Bandicoot, bro.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense. Yeah, I mean, you want to invite them to party. They're busy battling Chaos, like you do. And he's like, hey, if you guys aren't going to party with me, I'm going to party with you.
We're going to go beat up Chaos.
We are going to party with some Wumpa fruit. Let me tell you what.
So, shout out to Jack in the Bio Department. That's his new nickname.
Yeah.
And I hope there is a Jack in the Bio Department.
We're going to keep thanking him.
Yep, so Jack in the Bio Department. Official.
Jack. We appreciate it. Keep pumping out those backstories.
So good.
We can have a retro backstory segment, too. Go back and see like how the backstories have evolved over the years of Skylanders. Because you know there's some pretty awful ones back then.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then they're like, nobody's reading these. Nobody cares.
And there's board meetings, so like, we need to figure out how to make Skylanders better. Make better bios. That's brilliant, John.
Clearly that's all they needed to make money.
Hire better writers.
So do we know anything else at this point about Crash being included in the new Skylanders game?
I think that's
coming out at launch.
Yeah.
October 16th.
Looks to be a Toys R Us exclusive.
Not officially confirmed, but they keep saying at select retailers, and this comes from the official Skylanders site. If you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you can click on the Crash tab, and then go down to the bottom of that, and then there's essentially the where to buy section. And it only lets you select the PS3 and PS4, which we already knew for sure.
Right.
And then for retailers, it only lets you select Toys R Us. However, right now, they still have nothing.
Nothing at this moment.
Toys R Us still has nothing on their site. So.
Sure. We'll see. Toys R Us, they're a busy company. But, I mean, it would make sense because they gave GameStop the Dark Edition exclusive.
GameStop got the Dark Edition. Toys R Us does love their exclusives.
Yep.
I mean, they were the only ones who were willing to carry the Wii Dark Edition exclusive last year.
Right.
So yeah, it would make a lot of sense, I think, from past precedent.
So we have 3 starter packs. We have the standard starter pack.
Yep.
We have the Dark Edition starter pack.
Yep.
And then we have the Crash Bandicoot starter pack.
Crash Edition, I believe.
Crash Edition.
They're referring to it as, yeah.
And from what we gather, it is the same as the starter pack, but with Crash included.
From all the information we have so far, they are saying the Crash Edition comes with Crash plus the standard starter pack edition figures, plus a crystal. So it sounds like it's the exact same content as the standard pack plus the plus Crash. And
keep talking.
I have no idea what he's doing, and we're just gonna ignore him for now.
Yeah, it's live. That's what we do.
But yeah, the Crash Edition, Standard Edition, and Dark Edition.
Okay.
So why is it priced up? Because Activision wants that Crash Bandicoot money.
The things you can do on a video podcast.
You see this, folks?
It's my $10.
No, it's Activision's $10.
That's true.
Because this is going to be a creation crystal.
That's true. Take it, Activision.
But the good news is that if you're just going for one of every figure, you still only need to buy 2 of those starter packs.
Right.
You should just be able to get away with buying the Crash Edition and then the Dark Edition, and you'll have all the figures that are available.
Sure. So, the 7 starter pack club is no more.
Especially 2. I misspoke and called it a 3. Yeah. So I'm getting all 3 anyways.
Right. But you only need 2.
But that's Jason.
But there are 3 options.
Yeah. So get on my level.
Well,
get on the 3 pack.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
We thought last year there was only going to be 6.
Right. There ended up being 8. Ended up being 8.
Yeah.
Because of the gold edition.
No, that was the 7th.
No, I think 7 was before the variant.
No.
Shoot.
We got.
It's gonna make me think now.
Here we go.
Let's try the regular.
Standard. Got Wii U.
Yep.
3DS.
Yep.
Donkey Kong.
Yep.
Bowser. Dark
Standard.
Donkey Kong.
Dark Kong.
Regular.
Dark Bowser.
Just regular.
Got Standard Wii U, 3DS, Dark Standard, Dark Kong, Dark Bowser.
3 standards, 3 darks, and then the gold.
I thought there was.
I think there was a reason you did buy another one, and I don't remember what it was.
Possible. Regardless.
Let me go back and check out YouTube.
YouTube.com/Jason
Inquires.
Hey, look at that. As you can see.
I'm not putting that up.
Yeah, so that's all we know. Hopefully, we're going to be checking out Skylanders here in the next couple days. Hopefully they have Crash there.
You would think after that, and like having the announcement,
that's what everybody's going to want to go see, right?
Yeah, they gotta at least have the figure there, even if it's in a glass case and we can't play it or something. Just have the figure there.
Yeah, just show it off.
Yeah,
it's gonna be good
because we all know it's there now.
Yeah,
and they
ain't hiding anything from us, Activision. Other than that, they didn't really release any new information about the game per se. They did talk a little bit about how you're creating your own Skylanders in that Crash trailer, and I think that's when people were just like, it's back to Skylanders, and they checked out for like a brief 30 seconds or so, but they got right back. They got out of that.
I mean, the full Crash Skylanders announcement trailer was less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That was, I think, the least publicized game in the entire Sony press conference.
Right. Then they followed it up with Lego The Force Awakens trailer.
Yep.
And people were like super confused by that, and then it went right back into like the really big name good games. So they did good. Sony did good. Sony did what they needed to do to get Crash out there, to build excitement for it, and not upset the community that was so adamant about Crash being ruined by Skylanders. So we're excited. Like I said, we hope to find out some more information, not only about Crash, but hopefully the rest of the game as well. Hopefully we can see the figures in person. Hopefully they let us hold them, touch them. I want to play the game. I want to see how the game feels. Just seeing like their special moves and whatnot is like super exciting. I am stoked to play these new characters,
especially the sensei that have that new like Sky Chi move, that rechargeable move, that's rechargeable super move, I guess they're calling it. That if they're all super unique, that could be really exciting.
Right. We saw Ember, and we've seen
Ambush
the last couple days officially revealed.
Yep.
Which has been great. The figures are looking spot on. Toys for Bob, they do good work.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Since the beginning.
Yeah.
Every game they come out.
I will say, people are hating the bases.
I like them more and more now.
I'm liking them more and more as we go.
I've told you from the beginning, I like them for this game.
From the beginning, it just, I don't know if it was the angles or the photos from those first.
I mean, they are a little bit plain, but they work for this game.
Much better.
Yep.
Yeah. The more characters I see on them, and the better pictures I see of them, I'm quickly falling in love with them. So.
And I mean, they all do have designs on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you probably, if you just glance at a picture, you see like a green base.
Right.
But there's leaves etched into the side, and the top of it is kind of like, that one might be like kind of grassy or something.
Yeah. Well, I think what ruined it is the first pictures we saw of the Golden Queen had a very plain base, and it didn't even have the symbol on it.
It's true, yeah.
So it was
we did get some unfinished pictures.
Yeah, so that I think maybe just immediately kind of put a damper on it a little bit. But yeah, like you said, the more you see, the more details you see in what's going on. Just they look better and better. So,
agreed.
Looking forward to seeing the game, playing the game. Asking questions. We still don't know, like, the portal situation. Like, that's...
I need to get that cleared up tomorrow.
Biggest lingering questions is...
Yeah, the portal situation and how many crystals. That's the other one. I every time I ask people what do they want to know, that's the first question out of their mouth.
Yeah. And is it 30 or 31 characters? They said 31. Yeah. We assumed Crash was going to be, or the guest character was going to be that 31st character. Now it feels like he's part of the 20 senseis.
Yeah, because like they broke it up into 20 Skylanders and 11 villains, but you would think that that odd figure would have been the guest character, which we think is Crash.
Right.
So
maybe it's
he's definitely not a villain.
Another guest character villain.
Maybe it's Cortex.
I don't believe
of Crash Bandicoot.
I don't believe there's another guest character coming at all, but you never know.
Who do you think it is? Say it.
Chaos.
No, just say it. Call your shot now.
Chaos. Last character released.
Yeah. Boom.
Come out the end.
Wave 5?
Yep.
Impossible to find?
Yep.
All right.
We'll see.
I think it's just going to be the end. Just let you go back. Because by that point, people have beaten everything in there, and that gives you a way to go back in and play it again. And
we don't know if there's going to be legendary figures. We don't know anything about variants. Are the Eon Elites going to be back? Are they going to keep going with that series? Like, we don't know any of that stuff. I don't know if they'll be able to tell us.
That stuff, the Eon's Elite, I as far as I can remember, don't usually get announced until shortly before the release of the game.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised we haven't heard anything yet.
Sure.
I'm not expecting anything for the next couple of months.
Yeah. I'm just throwing out the general questions that we're all kind of getting here. So, yeah, I mean, look forward to coverage. Wednesday night. This is Monday night, being recorded Monday, June 13th. Wednesday night, the 15th, we should have a more robust podcast. With not only Skylanders talk, but Lego Dimensions talk. Probably Amiibo talk at that point.
You would hope so.
Nintendo.
I'm not making any promises.
The Amiibo talk will be us talking about how there's no Amiibo.
Hopefully, be having polybags here.
Ooh, that's hopefully another video podcast. Yes, with something to show.
Yeah.
Stolen Skylanders demo figures. I mean, figures that somehow ended up in our possession. I don't know. I like that here. That's weird.
Probably no Disney Infinity. Well, little news to talk about.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Maybe.
It releases the 17th.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
We'll see.
JV's going to be at the show.
Absolutely.
I'm going to hunt him down like a spider monkey.
Yep. Yeah. So, we have some things to talk about. We'll be back Wednesday night with a full podcast. You never know what other guests we might have drop in.
That's true.
We may have a whole roundtable discussion here.
That'd be awesome.
We could probably get some people.
Well, we absolutely
I think we could.
But do we want to get some people?
Not really.
I'm scared. There's some people we'd want to get and some people that would try to come on.
I feel like we should invite Amiibo Jason, and we just know it's like we record at 6. We know we're gonna push to like 8.
Yeah.
And tell him it's 8.
Right.
So he shows up at like 8, and he comes back the last like 5 minutes.
Just knock at the door.
Or just tell him in the wrong room.
That would be the best.
Yeah, but we'd want Lauren, so
that's true.
In their combo.
Tell her to stay at the car for a little bit for some reason.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll be back in a couple nights. We just wanted to get this out of the way because Crash Bandicoot is in Skylanders officially. As we've been talking about for a while now, it's official. It's happened. We're excited. Many people are excited. Many people are considering getting into Skylanders now because of Crash. We heard the same thing last year with DK and Bowser, although that was more of a resentment thing. Like, I have to get into Skylanders because I need the amiibo. This is more, Crash is back and he's in this game. Never really gave this game a shot, but he looks pretty cool, so...
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Not only do they want to buy a Crash figure, but they want to play as him.
Yeah.
And this is going to be their first shot.
Right. Because it's going to feel like playing as Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, before the remasters come, you get to play as Crash anyway.
Absolutely.
In a brand new game.
Yep. So, good. We're all happy. Matt, where can people find you?
You can run over to sclmatt.com. I have all my sites and projects listed there.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Including sclbattles.com.
Where does that go to?
That's my homepage.
It takes you to Jason's computer.
Weird.
Ooh.
Weird.
Wait a
That's
minute.
nifty.
Yeah.
What would people find on that website?
You can find all my Skylanders Battlecast. Wow. It's not like I haven't been playing it all weekend. Skylanders Battlecast.
What's a private video?
Huh. That's probably tomorrow's video.
Must be.
But yeah, all my Skylanders Battlecast videos, community battles. If you want to play me, there's information on how we can set up a match there. I won't be able to record anything this week while I'm away at E3, but next week when I get back home, we'll be recording some more matches, and it's all at sclbattles.com.
Now, I heard a thing, and I don't know if this is true or not.
No.
But I heard there was a player who could barely get out of, like, the first world and was struggling really bad.
Yep.
And I heard they beat you today. Is that true?
That is true after I created a deck for them.
Interesting. Do you have that recorded?
Nope. There is no proof.
Is there a screenshot, maybe, of this Victor?
The screenshots can be photoshopped.
That's true. Do you have counter proof of you actually helping said player build said deck?
No.
2 against 1. Democracy wins.
Weird.
Where'd you get 2?
I count as Josh's vote.
As you can see by the title right here, #1 Skylander Battlecast
And
player
the bus
in
sitting
the
on my head.
Jason, where can people find you at?
P.S. Matt's a very good Battlecast player.
He's pretty good.
I'm refusing to play him until our tournament.
Ooh. Build the hype. Build the tension. I had to.
Yeah. You can follow all my adventures in Periscope of me licking Happy Meal toys. On Twitter at Jason Inquires.
By the way, hi Mrs. Songbird.
What's up? And then Periscope at Jason Inquires. Instagram, Jason Inquires. YouTube, Jason Inquires. Facebook.com/Jason Inquires. Or Snapchat, Jason Inquires. So pick your social network, huh?
Tinder?
That's Jason number 2. Search Jason Ganos on Tinder. Let me know. And swipe right. Is that what the phrase is?
Yeah, one of the two. It's 50-50 shot.
Sure.
Go either way. You'll know if you do it wrong.
But yeah, and then obviously Skylanders Inquirer and Brick Inquirer, everything like that. Haven't crashed at all this week, so rocking solid.
Haven't crashed.
Who is this guy?
So it's going very well. Excited for this fun week.
It was going really well.
Excited for Dead Rising 4. I don't think it's on the floor because they haven't shown anything. Maybe it will be. No Red Dead, so I don't know.
But they never really announced things at E3 though.
Yeah, I know.
To be fair, they do their own thing.
But there's no way it's as good. Yeah,
They're big enough to do their own thing.
I know. I just want to see it.
I know. We'll see lots of things. We'll see Zelda tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Lego Dimensions. Skyland. Just checking the boxes with all the big important things you guys want to know about. You can follow me on Twitter at The Noise. Obviously, follow the show at Toys for Games, where you can find Periscopes, Instagram, and everything else like that on social media. ToysForGames.com. If you'd like to support us on Patreon, patreon.com/ToysForGames. Yeah, it's been fun. We'll be back in a couple nights. We're gonna have fun this week. We're easing into it, but it's about to ramp up big time.
Big time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So LA, hope you're ready because we're here. We're ready to party like Crash in Skylands.
Watch for us on the big screen at the Angels game tomorrow night. If there's a YMCA dance, I'm getting on that screen.
Kiss cam? Yeah, buddy.
Have a good night.
Collectors.